Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. Uh-oh. Hey! Temple man. Temple man. Temple man. Good Lord. Temple man. I'm on track. Elijah's back. Yahweh told me to put this scriptural swag. Who's singing a cappella? It's Trey Tail. I have baked like my name is David Chappelle. Chastised made holy from these stripes. Get your degrees up along with the Torah nights. Shalom, 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 shalom. About to break it down and give it to you. Some scriptural truth from the Hebrews. Let's get into this. We're gonna do a quick lesson. We're gonna do a quick lesson, right? On the waters from the rock of Israel. Start this off. Let's get this picture up. Let's go to the rivers in the garden. Rivers in the garden. All right. From the tree of life. Let's see. Get up. Look at the illustration. Let's see. Rivers from tree of life, maybe. Tree of life. Let's see. That'll work. It's good enough. I think that'll work. Rivers from tree of life. I guess it's gonna have to do. I'm gonna use this one. We'll use that one. All right, let's go to Genesis chapter 2. Genesis chapter 2, verse 9 to 15. Verse 9 to 15. And from the ground Yahweh caused to grow every tree that was pleasing to the sight and good for food, with a tree of life in the middle of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and bad. A river issues from Eden to water the garden. It then divides and becomes 4 branches. The name of the first is Pishon, the one that winds through the whole land of Havilah where the gold is. The gold of that land is good. Bdellium is there, and lapis lazuli. The name of the second river is Gihon, the one that winds through the whole land of Cush. The name of the third river is Tigris, the one that flows east of Ashur, and the fourth river is the Euphrates. Yahweh took, so they're going to stop there. So you got the rivers that flow, right? Yahweh created in the beginning of time from the tree of life, right? Right, the 4 rivers. Let's go to Proverbs 3, verse 1 to 2. Proverbs 3, verse 1 to 2. Proverbs 3, verse 1 to 2. Says, my son, do not forget my teaching, but let your mind retain my commandments, for they will bestow on you length of days, years of life, and well-being. Let fidelity and steadfastness not leave you. Bind them about your throat, write them on the tablet of your mind. Right? So these waters represent Yahweh's Torah, the testing, the knowledge. Because the knowledge of gold is in the river Pishon, right? The gold, that's the knowledge. That's what it represents, symbolic, right? So this was, Yahweh says, this will bestow on you length of days. Let's get that up. Let's go to Proverbs 3, I think it's verse 2. Yeah, 3 verse 2, what these waters will do for you, right? Proverbs 3, verse 2, find out what these waters will do for you. See? For they will prolong your life many years and bring you peace and prosperity, right? Let's go to Genesis chapter 21. Genesis chapter 21, verse 14 to 19. Genesis 21, verse 14 to 19. Early next morning, Abraham took some bread and a skin of water and gave them to Hagar. He placed them over her shoulder together with the child and sent her away. And she wandered about in the wilderness of Beersheba. So this is Abraham's concubine Hagar, who had a son Ishmael. She's in the wilderness starving for water. Verse 15, when the water was gone from the skin, she left the child under one of the bushes and went and sat down in the distance. A bull shot away, for she thought, let me not look on as the child dies. And sitting thus afar, she burst into tears. Verse 17. Yahweh heard the cry of the boy, and an angel of Yahweh called to Hagar from heaven and said to her, what troubles you, Hagar? Fear not, for Yahweh has heeded the cry of the boy where he is. Come, lift up the boy and hold him by the hand, for I will make a great nation of him. Then Yahweh opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. She went and filled the skin with water and let the boy drink. See, Yahweh was with the boy as he grew up. Let's go to Numbers chapter 7. Numbers chapter 7. I'm about to make you rise up, unblemished to the heavens. 20 verse 7 to 11. Let's get it. It says, Yahweh said to Moses, take the staff, and you and your brother Aaron gather the assembly together. Speak to that rock before their eyes, and it will pour out its water. You will bring water out of the rock for the community so that it will livestock can drink. So Moses took the staff from Yahweh's presence just as he commanded him. He and Aaron gathered the assembly together in front of the rock. And Moses said to him, listen to your rebels. Must we bring your water out of this rock? Then Moses raised his arm and struck the rock twice with his staff. Water gushed out, and the community and their livestock drank. See that? See Yahweh, let's get that picture up. So Yahweh told Moses, because people were complaining because they didn't have any water. So Yahweh told Moses to speak to the rock and strike it to get water out the rock, right? Let's get that up. Let's get it up. Get a tip of man up. Let's see. So water over great rocks. Right? Let's see here. Right? Let's go to Psalm 78, verse 35. Psalm 78, verse 35. Because we know the wars of the Torah. That's what it symbolizes, right? Right? You can go dive. We're gonna go deep into this, right? We're gonna get to the nitty-gritty. Psalms 78, verse 35. Because I ain't gonna steer you wrong. I'm gonna steer that little thing strong. 78 verse 35. They remember that Yahweh was the rock, the most high, their redeemer. See that? Yahweh was the rock that releases the water. Right? Right? Let's go to Genesis 49 verse 24. I'm about to give you some more. Genesis 49 verse 24. Let's get on this up here. 49 verse 24. But his bow remained steady. His strong arm stayed limber because of the hand of the mighty one of Jacob, because of the shepherd, the rock of Israel. All right. Let's go to Isaiah 30 verse 29. Verse 29. There's many more precepts to this, but I'm just going to get a few. Keep it short and simple, right? Isaiah 30 verse 29. Yahweh was that rock, right? 30 verse 29. For you there should be singing on it as on a night when the festival is hallowed. There should be rejoicing as when they march with flute, with timbrels, and with lyres to the rock of Israel on the mount of Yahweh. See that? See? This that bioshock to feed the flock by gushing Pishon gold waters out of Yasharal rock. Let's go to Judges. Judges 15. Right? Judges chapter 15. verse 18 and 19. This is for Samson, right? Samson was thirsty. He needed some waters. His spirit needed some lifting up. Verse 18, he was very thirsty and he called to Yahweh. You yourself have granted this great victory through your servant, and must I now die of thirst and fall to the hands of the uncircumcised? So Yahweh split open the hollow which is at Lehi, and the water gushed out of it. He drank, regained his strength, and revived. That is why it's called to this day in Hakor of Lehi. Right? He led Israel in the days of the Philistines for 20 years. Let's go to 1 Kings 17. Get it up here. 1 Kings 17, verse 5 to 6. You all up in the and make it fit and mix. 17, verse 5 and 6. So he did what Yahweh had told him. He went to the Kerith ravine east of the Jordan and stayed there. The ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning and bread and meat in the evening, and he drank from the brook of knowledge, the trees, the waters, the Bashan, the Gihon, the Eden. On my grind, on the shine, you on the climb. I ain't hard to find. Yahweh got me with that temple, man, mind. All right, let's go to 1 Kings 19, verse 48. All right, we got to get this record straight. 19, verse 48. 1 Kings 19. Maybe 2 Kings. Hold on. 1 Kings 19. 1 minute. 19. Maybe 2 Kings. Hold on. 19 verse 40. No. 1 minute. So 1 Kings. Hold on. 1 Kings. Let's go to Psalms. Forget that. Let's go to Psalms 46, verse 4 to 45. So Psalms 46, verse 45. My bad. 45. Says, there is a river whose streams make glad the city of Yahweh, the holy place where the Most High dwells. Yahweh is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at break of day. See, there's some rivers again, streams, make glad the city of Yahweh, which is his people, the city, his people, Yasharal, Israel, right? Those streams come from the Torah, they flow from the east, right? The rivers to the tree, which is his people, right? Let's go to Proverbs 8. Proverbs 8, verse 28 and 29. Proverbs 28. I'm sorry, Proverbs 8, verse 28 and 29. It says, when he made the heavens above firm and the fountains of the deep gushed forth, this is Yahweh. When he assigned the seas limit so that its waters never transgress his command, when he fixed the foundations of the earth. Let's get that again. So Proverbs 8. Proverbs 8, verse 28 to 29. Let's open your mind. Let's go. When he established the clouds above and fixed securely the fountains of the deep, when he gave the sea its boundaries so the waters would not overstep his command, and when he marked out the foundations of the earth. See, that is all connected, right? Right? You got the boundaries, you got the waters gushing forth, it's secure. He can release them at any time, the amount, anytime he wants, leveling the lengths, right? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You can't go outside the laws, right? So now you flowing one with his creation. When you're on his clock, obeying his Sabbaths, learning his temple design, seeing it, being it, believing it, right? Because Yahweh set up the holy order. My fringes are internalized across my inner borders. I'm praying and sipping a pure tasty holy water. Sip it up. Let's get this picture up. Let's get this picture up. One minute. Let's see. 1 minute. All right. Let's go to Judges 9. Judges 9. Yep. Judges 9, verse 52 to 54. Judges 9, verse 52 to 54. Abimelech pressed forward to the tower and attacked it. He approached the door of the tower to set it on fire, but a woman dropped the upper millstone on Abimelech's head and cracked his skull. Right? He immediately cried out to his attendant, his arms bared, "Draw your dagger and finish me off, that they may not see me." The woman killed him, so the attendant stabbed him and he died. So let's get that up. So the rock, so Yahweh can use the rock for judgment or to feed his flock, right? The waters. I'm going to show you how he uses it for judgment. Let's get that again. Let's go to Judges 9. Judges 9, verse 52 and 54, right? Right? Yahweh has judgment for punishment, right? Decrees are for the righteous, the blessings. Judges 9, verse 52 to 54. Abimelech went to the tower and attacked it. But as he approached the entrance to the tower and set it on fire, a woman dropped an upper millstone on his head and cracked his skull. Hurriedly, he called his arm bearer, "Draw your sword and kill me so they can't stay." A woman killed him. So his servant ran through him and he died. So that was Yahweh's judgment, right? If you read earlier that the precept to that, Yahweh was the one that ordained that death, right? And it was through a rock he dropped on him, right? Yahweh can do that. Let me give you another example. Let's go to Joshua 10. Right? Joshua 10, verse 10 to 11. Check this out. 10 to 11. So Yahweh threw them into confusion before Israel. So Joshua and the Israelites defeated them completely at Gibeon. Israel pursued them along the road going up to Beth Horon and cut them down all the way to Azekah and Makkedah. As they fled before Israel on the road from Beth Horon to Azekah, Yahweh hurled large hailstones down on them, and more of them died from the hail than were killed by the swords of the Israelites. Yahweh was cracking skulls with boulders, turning their heads into scrambled egg sauce. More than the ones that died by the sword, Yahweh flung rocks on them, crushing them, right? One more. Leviticus 26, all right? Leviticus 26, verse 18 to 20. Ooh, I'm about to give it to ya raw. If after all this you will not listen to me, I will punish you for your sins 7 times over. I will break down your stubborn pride and make the sky above you like iron and ground beneath you like bronze. Your strength will be spent in vain because your soil will not yield its crops, nor will the trees of your land yield their fruit. If you remain hostile toward me, refuse to listen to me, I will multiply your affliction 7 times over as your sins deserve. I will send wild animals against you, and they will rob you of your children, destroy your cattle, and make you so few in number that your roads will be deserted. See, your soil will not yield its crops. The trees of your land, they will not yield their fruit, right? That's a knowledge and creativeness, right? 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 It's like he used that rock to kill their army, right? Right? For the judgment. So it won't be no waters coming out of that rock. He won't open it for you and open the floods up that he created from the beginning, those boundaries, right? They'll be closed up, and your crops and your knowledge and your brain will get shut down. You're going to be walking into a pit blinded because Yahweh not putting that ladder. You're not feeding the waters. You turned your back. You're not obeying his laws of creation, right? Right? You delegated to a slave mind, Egyptian, dead, barren, desert, no water. Oops, I did it again. Got it? Let's go to this. Let's put this picture up. Get this up. Right? We all know about the Baal calf, right? Let's go to Exodus 23, verse 25. I just want to bring this out, right? I'm sorry. Yeah, Exodus 32, verse 19 to 20. Exodus 32, verse 19 to 20. As soon as Moses came near the camp and saw the calf and the dancing, he became enraged, and he hurled the tablets from his hands and shattered them at the foot of the mountain. He took the calf that had made and burned it. He ground it to powder and strewed upon it water, and so made the Israelites drink it. So Moses crushed the calf in the powder, right? And made the Israelites drink it. That's that bitter water, that impure, that bitter water, right? Right? It's not pure, it's not fresh. It's got the idol worship in it, right? Just like if you got that idol in your temple, man, you worship the idols and images, right? You got that bitter water, right? Dried up, right? No knowledge, no pureness, no life longevity in it, right? Just death, right? You want that pure water, that Torah, the living waters that flow from the east constantly from Yahweh's mountain, tree of life. Get it right. All right, let's go to Psalms 104. Psalms 104, verse 5 to 17. Right? Psalms 104, verse 104. Hold on. Psalms 104. Oh, okay, I see I did. 104, verse 5 and 17. He said, this is Yahweh, he set the earth on its foundations, it can never be moved. You covered it with the watery depths as with a garment. The water stood above the mountains, but as you rebuked, the waters fled. At the sound of your thunder, they took to flight. They flowed over the mountains. They went down into the valleys to the place you assigned for them. You set a boundary they cannot cross. Never again will they cover the earth. He makes the springs pour water into the ravines. It flows between the mountains. They give water to all the beasts of the field. The wild donkeys quench their thirst. The birds of the sky nest by the waters. They sang among the branches. He waters the mountain from his upper chambers. The land is satisfied by the fruit of his work. He makes grass grow for the cattle and plants for people to cultivate, bringing forth food from the earth. Wine that gladdens human hearts, oil to make their faces shine, and bread that sustains their hearts. The trees of Yahweh are well watered. Who are them trees, right? You and me. The trees of Yahweh are well watered. The cedars of Lebanon that he planted. There the birds make their nest. The stork has home in the junipers. Let's go to Isaiah 41, verse 18. I hope you're soaking this up. Take notes so you don't go broke. Isaiah 41, verse 18. I'm trying to get rich. I will make rivers flow on barren heights and springs within the valleys. I will turn a desert into pools of water and the parched ground into springs. Isaiah 49, verse 10. Oops, I did it again. Isaiah 49, verse 10. They will neither hunger nor thirst, nor the desert heat or the sun beat down on them. He who has compassion on them will guide them and lead them beside springs of water. Praise Yahweh. Achiyam. No need to trip. Take a holy sip. Grab a ladle, because when I dip, you dip, we dip. Let's go to Psalms 107. No, let's go to one more. I'm sorry. Exodus 23, verse 25. Let's get a picture of some pure water up first. Pure water. Let's get some pure water up here. Here we go. Let's put it. Now, this is a better picture. Let's go to Exodus 23, verse 25. Exodus 23, verse 25. You shall serve Yahweh your God, and he will bless your bread and your water, and I will remove sickness from your midst. So the real water, it's a real water you're drinking too, right? So when you on Yahweh's, heavenly tables, right? You on his schedule, you doing what he's saying, striving, praying, right? Diving, deep sea diving, right? Yahweh bless your water to get this and keep this sickness out of you, right? He will purify the water you drink, and it goes deep. That's why I'll be telling people, you got to turn it up. Put your tipper man up. Ha! I say turn it up. Let's go to Psalms 107. Psalms 107. We got to wrap this up. I'm about to go to heaven. Psalms 107, verse 35 to 38. Right? Can you visualize the east, north, west, south gates? He turned the desert into pools of water and the parched ground into flowing springs. Then he brought the hungry to live, and they found a city where they could settle. Talking about Jacob here. They sowed fields and planted vineyards. They yielded a fruitful harvest. He blessed them, and the numbers greatly increased, and he did not let their herds diminish. Last scripture. Let's go to Zechariah. Praise Yahweh. This TK Mafia. Cut, uncut. 14 verse 8 to 9. I'm ripping out beast spines. Temple man, mine. On that day, living water will flow out from Jerusalem. Half of it east to the Dead Sea, and half of it west in the Mediterranean Sea in the summer and the winter. This is real time. I'm right there now. Yahweh will be king of the whole earth. On that day, there will be one Lord, and his name, the only name. Praise Yahweh. Right? Hope you got some knowledge up. I hope you got your knowledge game up. You got your temple up too. Right? That is the knowledge. That's the only knowledge you need. Is the temple. Right? Praise Yahweh. The living waters. Take a sip. Right? It's the perfect temperature for a dip. Right? Now I'm about to make, let's get this video up. I'm about to make Yahshua rejoice and praise Yah. At the same time, make the haters angry and burn up through the judgment fire. Let's get it up. Right? Yahweh on that beat. Let's get it up. One moment. I'm gonna ride out with this song today. Something new. Praise Yahweh.
TK Mafia. Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. Yahweh on that beat. Boom, pat, boom, pat. Come on, turn it up. Woo! Get your temple man up. I say turn it up. All right, get your temple man up. I say turn it up. Get your temple man up. I say turn it up. And don't forget to keep that temple up while you hook no phonics. Oh, my temple man, now me. I'm counting stacks. Why? Elijah's back. Sacrificing weed to the heavenlies. Torah on my mind. Why? It's temple man time on my David gang. Trey tells my name. Oh, about to burn your brains with scrolls in your house. How they turn the flame. Turn it up. Temple temple man up. Turn it up and keep that temple man up. Turn it up. All right, now, temple man up.
I say turn it up and don't forget to keep the temple up. Racks on racks on racks. Cop that. Elijah's back. Shalom.